What's going on, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? My name is Sarlin. We're about to watch Volume 2 of RWBY. If you haven't seen my Volume 1 reaction, I will have it somewhere over here up in the annotation. My fingers are always going all over the place, so sometimes I get sideswapped on where I'm at on the camera. So Volume 2 is going to be set up very similar to Volume 1. I'm going to cut out the intro and outro music, focus on the video. I might do a small discussion after each episode on maybe something that I liked. And for those of you that maybe didn't want to watch my reaction and maybe would rather just go ahead and skip to my review, I'm going to upload my review separately this time, so it will be somewhere. We'll just cross my hands and do this. Wiggle like this. Somewhere there will be an annotation to the link to my actual review for Volume 2 after I watch it. Yeah. So let's go ahead and get into Volume 2.
Excuse me. Sorry. I'm not really from around here. Would you mind pointing me in the direction of this shop?
I knew you were lost.
Mercury, I will seriously pay you to shut up.
That's not your money.
But it could be yours for 5 minutes of silence.
No deal.
Fine.
Whatever. You want me.
Are you gonna...
Yeah.
So how much farther?
A few blocks.
Oh, this place is so dull.
Meh. I kind of like it. Tall buildings, diverse culture.
And nice, dopey people who are easy to pickpocket.
That's every city.
Ooh, Emerald, Master Thief! Please don't take my money. I barely have enough to get by.
You're no fun today.
Be right there. Welcome to Tuckson's Book Trade, home to every book under the sun. How may I help you?
Just browsing.
Actually, I was wondering, do you have any copies of The Thief and the Butcher?
Yes, we do.
That's great.
Would you like a copy?
No, just wondering. Oh, what about Violet's Garden in paperback?
He's got it. Hardback, too.
Ooh, options are nice.
No pictures. Hey, do you have any comics?
Near the front.
Oh, no, wait. What about Third Crusade?
I don't believe we carry that one.
Oh.
What was this place called again?
Tuckson's Book Trade.
And you're Tucson?
That's right.
So then I take it that you're the one who came up with the catchphrase.
Yes.
And what was it again?
Tuckson's Book Trade, home to every book under the sun.
Except the Third Crusade.
It's just a catchphrase.
It's false advertising.
You shouldn't make a promise you can't keep, Tucson. I hear you're planning on leaving. Moving all the way to Vacuo. Your brothers in the White Fang wouldn't be happy to hear that.
Uh-oh.
And neither are we.
Uh-oh.
You know who we are, don't you?
Yes.
And you know why we're here?
Yes.
So, are you going to fight back?
Yes! Ah! Ah! Huh?
Was that, like, Wolverine inspired right there? He wasn't too far off from the look.
What's with that?
I like the pictures.
What you doing?
Nothing. Just going over notes from last semester.
Lame. Sisters, friends, Weiss.
Weiss.
Scoring 7 minutes ago, I had a dream.
This ought to be good.
A dream that one day the four of us would come together as a team and have the most fun anyone has ever had. Ever!
Did you steal my binder?
I am not a crook.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about kicking off the semester with a bang.
I always kick my semesters off with a yank. Eh?
Eh?
Am I right?
Eh?
Look, guys, it's been a good 2 weeks, and between more exchange students arriving and the tournament at the end of the year, our second semester is going to be great. But classes start back up tomorrow, which is why I've taken the time to schedule a series of wonderful events for us today.
I don't know whether to be proud or scared of what you have in store. I don't know. I think I might sit this one out.
Sit out or not, I think however we spend this last day, we should do it as a team. I, for one, think that...
Man, that's harsh.
So then we were fighting side by side, and she was super fast, and I threw a banana at a guy, which sounds gross, but it was awesome.
Nice.
Right? And the best part is, she's a faunus. But that's a secret, okay?
Got it.
And not a, I'm gonna go tell Scarlet the second son turns his back secret. I'm talking secret.
Whoa, chill out, man, okay?
That is some unique hair for 3D animation.
You better.
With
I
the
just don't want
blue.
to screw this up, you know? The people here are the coolest. No offense to you guys.
One taken.
Okay, they're just in here. I'm really excited for you to meet them. So be cool, okay? You're gonna be cool, right?
Dude.
Good point.
Nora!
Justice will be swift! Justice will be painful! It will be delicious! Up with their heads! Yay, turkey!
That's awesome. Yep. Never once have I considered using turkey or bread that way, but yes. Now I know what to do. I haven't had food fights correctly, apparently. There we go.
Don't leave me!
That's genius. Soda bombs. That's what I'm talking about, Ruby. Jesus.
I love these guys.
They broke everything, but that was great. Out of all of their abilities, I think I just found the one I wanted. I want that. I want to be able to do that.
Please, do not play with your food.
Let it go.
They're supposed to be the defenders of the world.
And they will be. But right now, they're still children. So why not let them play the part? After all, it isn't a role they'll have forever.
Oh, look, she sent the kids again. This is turning out just like the divorce.
Spare us the thought of you procreating.
That was a joke. And this just might tell me where you two have been all day.
What?
I'm a professional, sweetheart. Pay attention. Maybe you'll learn something. Why do you have this address?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yeah, I would. Now, where have you been all day?
Cleaning up your problems. One of them, at least.
I had that under control.
2-pack bags and a ticket out of Vale said otherwise.
Listen, you little punk. If it were up to me, I would take you and your little street rat friend here, and I would... I'd, not kill them?
Cinder!
I thought I made it clear that you were to eliminate the would-be runaway.
I was going to...
He was going to escape to Vacuo. Mercury and I decided to take it upon ourselves to kill the rat.
I think he was some sort of cat, actually.
What, like a puma?
Yeah, there you go.
Quiet. Did I not specifically instruct you two to keep your hands clean while in Vale?
I just thought...
Don't think. Obey.
Yes, ma'am. It won't happen again.
And you. Why wasn't this job done sooner?
Sorry if I've been a little busy stealing every speck of dust in the kingdom.
You're an inspiration to every punk with a gun and a ski mask.
Look around, kid. I've got this town running scared. Police camping out at every corner, dust prices through the roof, and we're sitting pretty in an old warehouse with more dust crystals, vials, and rounds than we know what to do with. Speaking of which, if you guys wouldn't mind filling me in on your Grandmaster plan, it might actually make my next string of robberies go a little smoother.
Oh, Roman, have a little faith. You'll know what you need when you need to know. Besides, we're done with dust.
Okay, then what now?
We're moving. Have the White Fang clear out this building. I'll send you details and coordinates tonight.
Coordinates?
We're proceeding to Phase 2.
Alright, so that was the end of episode 1. That food fight was one of the best choreographed fights I've seen in a while, especially involving food. They had some really awesome wit there. The soda bombs was a really nice touch. Really good. I really enjoyed it. That song, the ending song for this, was really good. I loved it. So, yeah, I can't wait to get more into the music as I start getting into more volumes as well. I'm really excited over the music almost more than anything else. They have really good songs. I'm really impressed by the lyrics. So, let's go ahead and get into episode 2. I can see their budget getting better and better for the animation quality. I mean, it's to be expected, but it's nice to see.
Ironwood certainly loves bringing his work wherever he travels.
Well, running an academy and a military makes him a busy man. But yes, those are a bit of an eyesore. Come in.
Ozpin,
Hello, General.
please drop the formalities. It's been too long. And Glinda, it has certainly been too long since we last met.
Oh, James. I'll be outside.
Well, she hasn't changed a bit.
So, what in the world has brought you all the way down from Atlas? Headmasters don't typically travel with their students for the Vital Festival?
Well, you know how much I love Vale this time of year. Besides, with you hosting, I thought this might be a good opportunity for us to catch up.
I can certainly appreciate quality time between friends. However, the small fleet outside my window has me somewhat concerned.
Well, concern is what brought them here.
I understand travel between kingdoms has become increasingly difficult.
Oz, you and I both know why I brought those men.
We are in a time of peace. Shows of power like this are just going to give off the wrong impression.
But if what Crow said is true, then...
If what Crow said is true, then we will handle it tactfully. It's the Vital Festival, a time to celebrate unity and peace. So I suggest you not scare people by transporting hundreds of soldiers halfway across the continent.
I'm just being cautious.
As am I, which is why we will continue to train the best huntsmen and huntresses we can.
Believe me, I am. But ask yourself this. Do you honestly believe your children can win a war?
I hope they never have to.
Good answer.
Alright. Ying Xiaolong, prepare your kingdom for battle! Bring it on! I deploy the Elysian Air Fleet! Looks like I get to fly right over your Urusai and attack your walls directly.
You fiend!
And since Atlas is part of Mantle, my repair time only lasts one turn.
Pretty sneaky, sis. But you just activated my trap card.
Oh yeah.
Nevermore. If I roll a 7 or higher, fatal feathers will slice your fleet in two.
But if you roll a 6 or lower, the Nevermore will turn on your own forces.
That's just a chance I'm willing to take.
They're not competitive at all. Nora's sleeping.
Alright. You all have pancakes. No.
Well, Weiss, it's your turn.
I have absolutely no idea what's going on.
Look, it's easy. You're playing as Vacuo, which means all Vacuo-based cards come with a bonus.
That sounds dumb.
See, you've got Sandstorm, Desert Scavenge, Resourceful Raider. See, now you could take Ruby's discard air fleet and put it in your hand.
Okay.
And since Vacuo warriors have an endurance boost against natural hazards, you could use Sandstorm to disable my ground forces and simultaneously infiltrate my kingdom. Just know that I will not forget this declaration of war.
And that means you're just 3 moves away from conquering Remnant. Yes, fear the almighty power of my forces. Cower as they pillage your homes and weep as they take your children from your very arms.
Trap card.
Huh?
Your armies have been destroyed.
I hate this game of emotions we play. These strong wives will make it through this together. Shut up. Don't touch me.
All right, Blake, you're up.
Huh? Oh, sorry, what am I doing?
You're playing as Vale, trying to conquer the kingdoms of Remnant.
Right.
Hey, can I play?
Sorry, John, we've already got 4 people.
Besides, this game requires a certain level of tactical cunning that I seriously doubt you possess.
You attacked your own naval fleet 2 turns ago.
Bring it on, Ice Queen. I'll have you know that I've been told I'm a natural-born leader.
By who? Your mother?
And Pyrrha.
Hello again.
Come on, let me play your hand for a turn.
I'm not trusting you with the good citizens of Vacuo.
Why not? You've trusted me with way more important stuff before. I mean, you told us all that Blake is secretly a
fun-loving person whom we all admire and respect.
Right. That. Ladies, enjoy your battle.
Sup, losers?
Hey, son.
Ruby, Yang, Blake, Ice Queen.
Why does everyone keep calling me that?
I never got a chance to formally introduce you to my old friend. Aren't libraries for reading?
Thank you.
Pancakes!
Shut up. Intellectual, okay? Thank you. I'm Neptune.
So, Neptune, where are you from?
Haven. And I don't believe I've caught your name, Snow Angel.
I'm Weiss.
Are you kidding me?
Pleasure to meet you.
I never took you as the board game playing type.
Right. Well, I think I'm done playing, actually. I'll see you guys later.
Women.
Right, Nora? Absolutely right.
The White Fang and I are going in on a joint business venture together.
Well, this has certainly been an eventful evening. I'm sure that after a night of thwarting attempted robbery, you probably just want to go home and take a nap. But I was hoping that maybe we could have a chance to talk.
Of course.
Wonderful. As you know, in order to enroll at my academy, students must first pass a rigorous entrance exam. Most applicants spend years of preparation training at one of the many combat schools around the world. You are one of the few who did not. And you passed the exam with flying colors.
I was raised outside the kingdoms. If you can't fight, you can't survive.
Well, you have most certainly survived, Blake. I admire your drive, and I am proud to run a school that accepts individuals from all walks of life. Rich, poor, human, faunus. Why do you wear that bow, Blake? Why hide who you are?
You may be willing to accept the funnest, Professor Ozpin, but your species is not.
True, but we are continuing to take strides to lessen the divide.
With all due respect, you need to start taking some larger strides. Until then, I'd rather avoid any unnecessary attention. I want people to see me for who I am, not what I am.
And what are you?
I don't understand what you're asking.
How did you know the White Fang would be at the shipyard tonight?
I didn't.
He's being a teacher.
Right place at the right
Who knew?
time.
You wouldn't have been the first. But what happened tonight was not an isolated incident. I may be your headmaster, but I am also a huntsman, and it is my sworn duty to protect this world from the forces that conspire against it. Blake, are you sure there is nothing else you would like to tell me?
I'm sure.
Very well. Thank you for your time, Ms. Belladonna. If you ever need to talk to me, please don't hesitate to ask.
Ugh, we should have never let him play. You're just mad because the new guy beat you. See, if you had just attacked when I told you, none of this would have happened.
Stop. Lately, you've been quiet, antisocial, and moody.
Have you met Blake?
Which I get is kind of your thing, but you've been doing it more than usual, which, quite frankly, is unacceptable. You made a promise to me, to all of us, that you would let us know if something was wrong. So, Blake Belladonna, what is wrong?
She's so blunt with her feelings.
I don't understand
Weiss.
how everyone can be so calm.
You're still thinking about Torchwick?
Torchwick, the White Fang, all of it. Something big is happening and no one is doing anything about it.
Ozpin told us not to worry. Between the police and the huntsman, I'm sure they could handle it.
Well, I'm not. They don't know the White Fang like I do. Okay, between blowing up nightclubs, stopping thieves, and fighting for freedom, I'm sure the three of you think you're all ready to go out and apprehend these ne'er-do-wells.
Who?
But But let me once again be the voice of reason. We're students. We're not ready to handle this sort of situation.
Well, yeah, but
we're not ready.
And we may never be ready. Our enemies aren't just gonna sit around and wait for graduation day. They're out there, somewhere, planning their next move, and none of us know what it is, but it's coming, whether we're ready or not.
okay. All in favor of becoming the youngest hunter sis to single-handedly bring down a corrupt organization conspiring against the Kingdom of Vale, say aye. Yes!
I love it when you're feisty.
Well, I suppose it could be fun.
None of you said aye.
All right, then.
Aye.
We're in this together.
Let's hatch a plan. Yeah! I left my board game in the library.
We're doomed.
I'll be right back. Oh, sorry. Are you okay?
I'm fine. Just watch where you're going.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm Ruby. Are you new?
Why am I not
Visiting from
surprised?
Haven, actually.
Oh, she's here too? Okay, that just got interesting.
Ooh, you're here for the festival. Oh, but exchange students have their own dormitory.
I guess we just got turned around.
Don't worry, happens all the time. Your building is just east of here.
Thanks. Maybe we'll see you around.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, and welcome to Beacon.
Okay, so that was the end of episode 2. I love the dynamic that the writing goes back and forth between all the characters. They mesh so well together. Like during that card game, it was written so well. Like everyone's so likable in their own way. And watching Yang and Ruby go back and forth with one another and then getting Weiss in on it, that was so genius. I love the writing. It's so well done. Really good. Like it puts you in that really like happy, good feel mood. I love episodes like that. So that was really good. I enjoyed it. The ending was interesting. I'm interested to see what the White Fang have in store for everyone at the Academy. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into episode 3.
So, Weiss, I was thinking after this, maybe we could go grab a bite to eat? And, I've got 2 tickets to that new Spruce Willis movie if you want to make the trip to Vale. I hear it's awesome.
Did he say Spruce Willis?
And
I gotta go back
I hear
and
it's
see.
awesome. And
Oh,
then
did I go back
maybe
for
after
it?
that we could study together. And, I've got 2 tickets to that new Spruce Willis movie
He
if you
did
want
say
to make the
Spruce
trip to
Willis.
Vale. I hear it's awesome. And then maybe after that we could study together? I mean, you're smart and I'm
And then timed that one wrong, I guess. Well, the stunning conclusion to the story will have to wait until next time.
Weiss, did you hear me?
No, yes.
One day. I thought that class would never end.
All right, guys, today's the day. The investigation
Forbid.
begins.
I'm glad to see we're taking this so seriously.
Hey, we've got a plan. That's moderately serious.
Right. Everyone remember their roles?
You and I will head to the CCT to check the Schnee records for any other dust robberies or inconsistencies. Seeing as I'm in the family, it shouldn't be a problem.
The White Fang has regular faction meetings to hand out orders and recruit new members. If I can get in, I can hopefully find out what they're planning.
I have an old friend on the shady side of town that typically knows everything going on in Vale. Getting information out of him shouldn't be too hard.
Great, we'll meet up tonight near Yang to go over what we found. Let's do this!
Yeah.
Son, how did you get up there?
It's easy. I do it all the time.
You do what?
I climb trees all the time. So, are we finally getting back at that Torchwick guy?
We are going to investigate the situation. As a team.
Sorry, son. We don't want to get friends involved if we don't have to.
That's dumb. You should always get friends involved. That's why I brought Neptune.
So,
How did you even get up here?
I have my ways. Seriously though, can I come in? We're like really high up right now.
All right, I'll go with Weiss. Sun, you can go with Blake. And Neptune, you can go with Yang since she doesn't have a partner. Everyone good?
Actually, Ruby, why don't you go with Yang? After all, she is your sister.
But Weiss, who would go with you then?
Well, I guess Neptune could come with me.
Nah.
But...
Wow! I forget how big the transmit tower looks up close.
You should see the one in Atlas.
That was the first one, right?
Correct. Atlas developed the cross-continental transmit system to allow the four kingdoms to communicate with one another. It was their gift to the world after the Great War.
Ooh, look at me. My name is Weiss. I know facts. I'm rich.
Weiss, the tour guide.
Besides, the only reason we're here is because you like the tower so much. We could have just as easily made a call from the library.
I know, but it's so cool. Oh, I'm gonna take a picture.
Oh. You dropped this.
Penny? Where have you been? We haven't seen you since the night at the docks.
Sorry, I think you're confused. I've got to go.
What was that about?
I don't know, but I'm going to find out. You go make your call. I'll meet up with you later.
Wait!
Penny, where have you been? It's been weeks.
There seems to be a misunderstanding.
What? Penny, is everything okay? Penny, please stop. Look, I don't know what's wrong, but you have to listen to me. Those guys we fought at the docks, we think they're up to something big, something bad. I need you to tell me what happened to you that night. Please, as a friend.
It isn't safe to talk here.
Hello, welcome to the CCT. How may I help you?
I'd like to go to the communications room, please.
Absolutely. Could you please place your scroll on the terminal to verify your identity? Perfect. Thank you, Miss Schnee.
Welcome to the Beacon Cross Continental Transmit Center. How may I help you?
I need to make a call to Schnee Company World Headquarters in Atlas.
Absolutely. If you could head over to Terminal 3, I'll patch you through.
Thank you.
Hi, Mom. How are things back in Signal?
Thank you for calling the Atlas. Oh, Miss Schnee. Good afternoon. Would you like me to patch you through to your father? I think your sister Winter might be here as well.
No, thank you.
Winter.
I was actually wondering if you could find some files for me. I've compiled a short list.
Now I want to know her sister.
I see. If you don't mind, what may I ask is this for?
School project.
There are some sensitive documents on this list, ma'am.
Well then, I'll be sure to treat them with care.
Right. Very well. The data's being transferred to your scroll now.
Wonderful. That will be all then.
Are you sure you wouldn't like me to patch you through to your father before you go?
Yes, I'm sure.
Well then, have a nice day.
I wish I could help you, Ruby, but I don't know anything about those men.
Well, what happened to you that night? We were all together and then you just disappeared. Were you kidnapped?
Oh, no, nothing like that.
Well, then where did you go?
I've never been to another kingdom before.
My father asked me not to venture out too far, but you have to understand, my father loves me very much. He just worries a lot.
Believe me, I know the feeling.
But why not let us know you were okay? I was asked not to talk to you. Or Weiss, or Blake, or Yang. Anybody, really.
Was your dad that upset?
No, it wasn't my father.
The A3130 has been the standard security model of Remnant for several years. And they have done a fine job, wouldn't you agree? Wouldn't you agree? But the Kingdom of Atlas is a kingdom of innovation. And fine? Well, that's just not good enough, is it? Presenting the Elysian Knight. 200. Smarter, sleeker, and admittedly, a little less scary. These models will become active later this year, but they won't be alone. Now, the Atlesian military has always supported the idea of removing men from the dangers of the battlefield. However, there are still many situations that undoubtedly require a human touch.
Ruby?
So, our kingdom's greatest minds, in cooperation with the Schnee Dust Company, are proud to introduce the Atlesian Paladin. Now, we couldn't have them here for you today.
Getting some Star Wars vibes from that machine.
Defending the borders of our kingdom within the year.
Ruby, maybe we should go somewhere else.
Penny? Wait! Where are you going?
Down here. She went this way.
This way!
Yes! That's what I'm talking about.
Penny? Are you okay?
Uh-huh.
Did you see that?
Do you think she's okay?
Penny, come back!
Can you call the police? Did she stop that with her bare hands?
Penny! Please! What is going on? Why are you running? How did you do that?
I can't. Everything's fine. I don't want to talk about it.
Penny, if you can just tell me what's wrong, I can help you.
No. You wouldn't understand.
Let me try. You can trust me.
You're my friend, right? You promise you're my friend?
I promise.
Ruby, I'm not a real girl.
I kind of expected that, yeah. I saw that from Volume 1. Alright, so that was the end of Episode 3. Good episode. The ending there with Penny. I wasn't surprised by that. It's a callback from the first volume. I didn't think she was human from the start. I assume we're going to get to know a little bit more information than that. But I did call out robot. I was like, is she some kind of robot? Because what she was doing at the very last episode of Volume 1 was a bit much. Something a little bit beyond human capacity anyways. Or maybe she's a modified human or something along those lines. Or maybe she is just a robot. But yeah, can't wait to find out more. Let's go ahead and get into Episode 4. Okay, so I gotta say that intro song, the new intro song for Volume 2 is really good. Every time I listen to it, I'm like you can't see it because I'm editing it out, but I'm dancing to that stuff. It's totally going on my iPod. Let's go ahead and hit play.
Penny, I don't understand. Most girls are born but I was made. I'm the world's first synthetic person capable of generating an aura. I'm not real. Of course you are.
Okay,
You think just because you've got nuts and bolts instead of squishy guts makes you any less real than me? I don't... You're taking this extraordinarily well.
Full synthetic robot, basically. I want to know how they constructed her AI, like her consciousness for that whole setup. I mean, that's the one thing I get really into. I get into stuff like that. Hopefully they explain that. They might not, though. It's okay if they don't. It'd be cool if they did.
Oh, you're not like those things we saw back there. You've got a heart and a soul. I can feel it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Definitely can feel it.
Oh, Ruby, you're the best friend anyone could have.
I can see why your father would want to protect such a delicate flower.
Oh, he's very sweet. My father's the one that built me. I'm sure you would just love him. Wow, he built you all by himself? Well, almost. He had some help from Mr. Ironwood. The general? Wait, is that why those soldiers were after you? They like to protect me too. They don't think you can protect yourself? They're not sure if I'm ready yet. One day, it will be my job to save the world. But I still have a lot left to learn. That's why my father let me come to the Vital Festival. I want to see what it's like in the rest of the world and test myself in the tournament. Penny...
I'm really getting interested in Penny. I'm sorry for pausing. She has so much more she needs to learn. She's technically a synthetic robot. They should be able to download the memories she needs to do what she needs to do, and understand both human and everything else, like, with relative ease. So, did they raise her from a standpoint of raising her from, like, a child mentality and letting her grow up as more human than robot? This stuff interests me, and this is stuff for the future as well for us, so interesting topic.
What are you talking about? Save the world from what? We're in a time of peace. That's not what Mr. Ironwood said.
Check down here.
You have to hide. Oh, Penny! What are you doing? You don't have to go with them! I can help you! It's okay, Ruby. They're not bad people. I just don't want you to get in trouble. Just promise me you won't tell anyone about my secret, okay? I promise.
There she is!
Salutations, officers!
Why were you running? And what happened to the other girl?
What girl? I've been by myself all day.
You shouldn't cause such a scene. Are you okay?
Just a scratch.
Penny, your father isn't going to be happy about this.
Please, just come with us.
Yes, sir.
Come on, my friend's right in here.
Cool. And where exactly is here?
Ah, him. Okay. I forgot about him from her trailer.
Hurry, close the door! She's coming!
What are you two idiots doing?
Junior, she's here! She's back! One with us.
Here we go.
Guess who's back?
Yeah, so could you define friend for me?
Stop! Nobody shoot. Blondie, you're here. Why?
You still owe me a drink.
Whoa, what a woman. Sup?
Whatever.
this is it.
You sure? You know, I'm just gonna take your word for it.
New recruits, keep to the right.
I don't get it. If you believe what you're doing is right, why hide who you are?
The masks are a symbol. Humanity wanted to make monsters out of us, so we chose to don the faces of monsters.
Grim masks? That's kinda dark.
So was the guy who started it.
Always sunshine and rainbows with you.
Thank you all for coming. For those of you who are joining us for the first time tonight, allow me to introduce a very special comrade of ours. I can assure you, he is the key to obtaining what we have fought for so long.
Thank you! Thank you! Please, hold your applause.
What's a human doing here?
I'm glad you asked, dearie. Now, I'll be the first to admit, humans are the worst. Case in point. So, I understand why you would love to see us all locked away, or better yet, killed. But,
so is he going somewhere with this, or?
I'd like to mention the fact that you and I all have a common enemy. The ones in control, the people pulling the strings, the dirty, rotten humans that run our kingdoms. Government, military, even the schools, they're all to blame for your lot in life. And they're all pests that need to be dealt with. Fortunately, I'm the best exterminator around. No offense to any rodents in the room.
Oh, that's a big robot.
How did he get that?
As some of you may have heard, this right here is Atlas's newest line of defense against all the scary things in the world. And thanks to my employer, we've managed to snag a few before they hit the shelves. Now, many of your brothers have already moved down to our new operation in the southeast. If you'd rather stay within the city, that's fine. But if you're truly ready to fight for what you believe in, this is the arsenal I can provide you. Any questions?
We should get out of here.
All new recruits, please come forward.
Well,
I don't know.
How can you not know?
I haven't talked to him. I haven't even seen him since the night you first came in here. He paid up front, I lent him my men, and none of them ever came back.
So where did they go?
What kind of stupid question is that? They never came back. Who is this guy?
Don't worry about him. Worry about me if I don't find out what I want.
I already told you everything. Torchwick hired my boys, and I guess he wasn't happy with them. Which is something I can relate to.
Come on, Neptune.
We get everything we need?
Well, we got everything we can. Hopefully the rest of the team is having better luck.
What are we gonna do?
I'm thinking.
He sees us.
He can't see in the dark.
Don't let him get away!
Son, the window!
Stop him!
That doesn't sound good.
So you wouldn't have to have, oh, I don't know, some form of backup?
On it! Everyone, if you can hear me, we need backup!
Portrait guy's in it! But not like, it didn't eat him! He's like controlling it or something!
Where are you guys?
I think that was them.
Yeah, I got it.
I gotta say, the mobility of that thing's pretty impressive, considering its size.
You gotta slow it down.
Got it.
Hold on.
It's nice to know he can actually fight.
Hang on!
Great! I'm in position! Freezer burn!
It was a nice smoke screen.
Checkmate! Yay! Don't worry. With each hit, she gets stronger, and she uses that energy to fight back. That's what makes her special.
I did not know that. Not too far off from the Saiyan mentality. After being beaten, they get stronger.
We have to slow it down! And how do you propose we do that? Ice flowers!
Just got this thing cleaned. Ladies, ice cream?
Hey!
Always a pleasure. Neo, if you would.
Ooh, that's interesting.
So I guess you got a new henchman.
Yeah, I guess she really made our plans fall apart.
No. Just no.
What? That you do it?
There's a time and a place for jokes.
Was this not it?
No, it just wasn't very good.
Well, at least I'm trying. Wait, where are Sun and Neptune?
They're probably fine, right? Probably.
That's great. Alright, so that was the end of episode 4. This was one of my favorites so far. We actually finally get to see them not only work together as a team again, but they're actually combining their abilities together, and they've got them named. So this means enough time has passed by where they actually have combination attacks now. That's really neat. I wasn't sure how that was going to play out, but that the fact that they can literally combine their abilities to do stuff is really cool. I really like that aspect. So that's interesting. It was a good episode. Really enjoyed it. Let's go ahead and get into episode 5. She's got like that old school like Roman combat feel to her, like with the way she dresses and everything, and her actual attack combinations. I really like it. So I hope they get more into her. Anyways. Used her shield not only as an attack, but as a repulsion to jump off of, to attack. That, oh my gosh. That is awesome. She's an offensive tank, and she's good at it. Her mobility is crazy good. The way she attacks and defends and uses everything that she has to the maximum potential. Love characters like this too. I didn't get to see a whole lot of her. We knew that she was one of the strongest ones, like, in the school, because they announce her as such, but finally getting to sit down and actually see her really, show herself. She shines very well.
And that's the match.
Ooh, lucky shot.
Well done, Miss Nikos. You should have no problem qualifying for the tournament.
Thank you, Professor.
All right. Now I know that's a tough act to follow, but we have time for one more sparring match. Any volunteers? Ms. Belladonna? You've been rather docile for the past few classes. Why don't you...
I'll do it.
Mercury, is it? Very well. Let's find you an opponent.
Actually, I wanna fight her.
Me?
Uh-oh.
I'm afraid Miss Nikos has just finished a match. I recommend you choose another partner.
No, it's fine.
I'd be happy to oblige.
Let's see how strong Mercury is. He must be pretty confident. Which means he's strong, most likely. So he's kind of got like a mixed martial arts stance. Alright.
Hey, your friend's doing pretty good.
Nice.
I forfeit.
You don't even want to try?
What's the point? You're a world-renowned fighter. We're obviously leagues apart.
In that case, Pira Nikos is the victor of the match again.
He's gonna be one of those. Alright.
Next time you may want to think a little harder before choosing an opponent.
I'll be sure to do that.
That is all for today.
He's obviously
And remember,
holding
the
back.
dance is this weekend, but you all have your first mission on Monday. I will not accept any excuses.
Learning is so much fun.
Hey, Blake, you, doing okay?
I'm fine.
So I hear there's this dance going on this weekend. That sounds pretty lame, but you and me, I'm thinking, not as lame, huh?
What?
The dance this weekend. You want to go or what?
I don't have time for a stupid dance. I thought you, of all people, would get that.
You what?
We want you to go to the dance.
That's ridiculous. Blake, we're worried about you. This investigation is starting to mess with your head.
You can't sleep, you hardly eat, and to be honest, your grades have been suffering.
You think I care about grades? People's lives are at stake.
We know, and we're all still trying to figure out what Torchwick is up to.
Thanks to you and Son, we know they're operating somewhere outside of Southeast Vale.
And the Schnee Company record singled out Vale as the primary target for dust robberies over the last few months.
Don't forget about their missing military tech, too.
But there are still unanswered questions.
Blake, you won't be able to find anything if you can't even keep your eyes open.
All we're asking is that you take it easy for one day.
It will be fun! Yang and I will make sure of it.
Yeah, we're planning the whole event.
Excuse me?
Team Coffee's away mission lasted longer than expected.
So Weiss and I were asked to pick up where they left off. And now we can make sure you have the perfect night.
And once it's all over, we'll return to our search, rested and ready. So what do you think?
I think this is a colossal waste of time. I'll be in the library.
Great.
She can't keep going like this.
Oh, come on. Open the door. I promise not to sing.
I lied! Why, Shani, will you accompany me to the dance on Sunday?
Are you done?
Yes?
No.
And that is why they call you the Ice Queen.
All my life, boys have only cared about the perks of my last name. Besides, I already have a date in mind.
Date or no date, none of this will matter if we can't get Blake to go.
Well done.
Your sword play's improved immensely.
Couldn't have done it without you.
So, are you ready to move on to Aura?
I'm actually thinking maybe we just skip Aura tonight. Might go on a jog or something.
Come on. I know you get frustrated, but you must keep trying. I'm sure we'll discover your semblance any day now.
That's not it. It's just... It's dumb.
What is it? Jean, you know you can tell me.
It's Weiss.
Oh. What about her?
I asked her to the dance and she shot me down. Big surprise, right?
Well, I believe the saying goes, there's plenty of fish in the sea.
That's easy for you to say. You've probably got guys clamoring over each other just to ask you out.
You'd be surprised.
Oh, please. You don't get a date to the dance. I'll wear a dress.
And finally, Pyranikos.
Gotta love love triangles.
She's smart, but I wouldn't say invincible.
Do tell. Her semblance is polarity, but you'd never know just by watching.
After she made contact with my boots, she was able to move them around however she wanted. But she only made slight adjustments.
Just enough to make it look like she's untouchable. She doesn't broadcast her power, so it puts her opponents at a disadvantage.
People assume she's fated for victory, when she's really taken fate into her own hands. Interesting. Add her to the list.
You should be able to take her no problem.
It's not about overpowering the enemy. It's about taking away what power they have. And we will. In time.
I hate waiting.
Don't worry, Mercury. We have a fun weekend ahead of us.
I'm interested in seeing her combat capabilities. Alright, so that was the end of episode 5. I've got to say, I love the combat sequences. Just watching the choreography of the fights is really well done. And seeing the complexity of how far they're actually in touch with their capabilities is really cool. I gotta say, Miss Nikos, she's one heck of a fighter. I really like her combat style. At first, I think originally I really liked Yang, but I really I'm more in touch with her fighting style more than Yang, though, which is interesting. Yeah, she really gives off that MMO feel. She's the kind of character that you want to play in an MMO. Like, for me anyways, that's my style of character right there. Of course, I would like to see Yang in an MMO too, so I'll probably play both of them as my primaries. Yeah. Let's go ahead and get into episode 6.
I need you to pick a tablecloth.
Aren't they both the same?
I don't even know why I asked.
So, have you picked out a dress yet? What's the point? Who cares about the dance if Blake isn't going?
Oh, don't worry. She's going.
Weiss! I thought we agreed. No doilies!
If I don't get doilies, you don't get fog machines.
Your dance is gonna have fog machines?
We were thinking about it.
That's pretty cool.
You ladies all excited for dress up?
Yeah, right.
Laugh all you want. I'll be turning heads tomorrow night.
What are you two wearing?
This?
Ignore him, for he knows not what he says.
I may have moved to Mistral, but I grew up in Vacuo. It's not exactly a shirt and tie kind of place.
Yeah, we've noticed.
So, what does Blake think of all this? She's still being all, Blakey?
Obviously. I still can't think of a way to change her mind.
Guys, trust me, Blake will be at the dance tomorrow. We need to talk.
Yeah!
Huh? We need to talk. Ren, I'm just gonna come out and say it. You are one of my best friends. These past few months, I feel like we've really bonded. Even though you don't say much. I mean, you're really quiet. To be perfectly honest, I don't know that much about you personally, but darn it, I consider you to be the brother I never had.
And I you.
Which is why I wanted to get your advice on girls.
Girls?
I just don't know how to... Girls. I guess what I'm asking is, well, how did you and Nora,
We're not actually together.
Nora, I said headphones on!
John, what is this all about?
It's Weiss. I'm completely head over heels for her, and she won't even give me a chance. She's cold, but she's also incredible. She's smart and graceful and talented. I mean, have you heard her sing? I just wish she'd take me seriously, you know? I wish I could tell her how I feel without messing it all up.
Then do it.
What?
Tell her exactly what you've just said. No ridiculous schemes, no pickup lines. Just be honest.
But what...
John, you can't get it wrong if it's the truth.
You're right. Thanks, Pyrrha. Good talk, Ren.
Practice what you preach, Pyrrha.
Right.
Yang, if you're going to tell me to stop, you may as well just save your breath.
I don't want you to stop. I want you to slow down.
We don't have the luxury to slow down.
It's not a luxury. It's a necessity.
The necessity is stopping Torchwick.
And we're going to. But first you have to sit down and listen to what I have to say. Fine. Ruby and I grew up in Patch, an island just off the coast of Vale. Our parents were huntsmen. Our dad taught at Signal, and our mom would take on missions around the kingdom. Her name was Summer Rose. And she was like, super mom. Baker of cookies and slayer of giant monsters. And then, one day she left for a mission and never came back. It was tough. Ruby was really torn up, but I think she was still too young to really get what was going on, you know? And my dad just kinda shut down. It wasn't long before I learned why. Summer wasn't the first love he'd lost. She was the second. The first was my mom. He wouldn't tell me everything, but I learned that the two of them had been on a team together with Summer and Crow, and that she'd left me with him just after I was born. No one had seen her since.
Why did she leave you?
That question. Why? I didn't know the answer, but I was determined to find out. It was all I thought about. I would ask anybody I could what they knew about her. Then, one day, I found something. What I thought was a clue that could lead me to answers. Or maybe even my mother. I waited for Dad to leave the house, put Ruby in a wagon, and headed out. I must have walked for hours. I had cuts and bruises, was totally exhausted, but I wasn't going to let anything stop me. When we finally got there, I could barely stand. But I didn't care. I had made it. And then I saw them. Those burning red eyes. There we were, a toddler asleep in the back of a wagon and a stupid girl too exhausted to even cry for help. We might as well have been served on a silver platter. But, as luck would have it, our uncle showed up just in time. My stubbornness should have gotten us killed that night.
Yang, I'm sorry that happened to you, and I understand what you're trying to tell me, but this is different. I'm not a child, and this isn't just a search for answers. I can't just—
I told you, I'm not telling you to stop. I haven't. To this day, I still want to know what happened to my mother and why she left me, but I will never let that search control me. We're going to find the answers we're looking for, Blake. But if we destroy ourselves in the process, then what good are we?
You don't understand. I'm the only one who can do this.
No, you don't understand. If Roman Torchwood walked through that door, what would you do?
I'd fight him.
You'd lose.
I can't stop him.
You can't even stop me. I'm not asking you to stop. Just please, get some rest. Not just for you, but for the people you care about. And if you feel like coming out tomorrow, I'll save you a dance.
Character development between Blake and Yang, huh? Alright. I can dig it.
Neptune!
Poor John. Poor
hey,
dad.
what's up?
I know this is a little unorthodox, but I wanted to ask you something. Would you like to accompany me to the dance tomorrow?
Oh, you look beautiful! Can we have a serious talk about how Weiss fights in these?
Stupid, dumb neck trap.
I knew you'd look better to tie.
So, does this mean we're going together?
Technically, though my first dance is spoken for.
I told you she would come.
Mission accomplished. So, what do we do now?
Just have fun!
Does that mean I can change out of these stupid things and into my hood now? Stupid lady stilts.
Not enjoying yourself?
Oh, no, everything's fine. I'm just not much of a fancy-pantsy dancy girl.
Well, you can't spend your entire life on the battlefield, even if you may want to.
Yeah, that lesson's been floating around a lot lately.
If you think about it, fighting and dancing aren't so different. Two partners interlocked. Although, one wrong move on the ballroom merely leads to a swollen foot.
Or a twisted ankle.
It's not every day that friends are able to come together like this. Time has a way of testing our bonds. But it's nights like these that can help keep them stronger than ever. Nights like these are ones we'll never forget.
You guys are just in time.
Wouldn't miss it for the world.
So that was the end of episode 6. We got to see some character development with Blake and Yang. Wasn't expecting that backstory with Yang. I want to know more about Yang's parents now, between her and RWBY. Yeah, they haven't talked much about him, so it's interesting to hear that a bit more. Let's go ahead and get into episode 7.
I see you're hiding at the punch bowl too.
Yep.
To the socially awkward.
Sorry things didn't work out with Weiss.
Meh, it's fine. Neptune's pretty cool. I get why she went with him.
What do you mean?
Well, come on. Not many people can pull off blue hair.
No, I mean, Weiss came to the dance alone.
What?
Yeah, she said she had too much to focus on to worry about boys.
Oh, did he turn her down?
Hold my punch. Hey, Pyrrha.
Hello, Jean.
You okay? I haven't seen you tonight.
Arrived late, I'm afraid.
Well, you look really nice.
Thank you.
Your, date isn't gonna beat me up for saying that, is he?
I think you're safe for tonight.
So, where is the guy?
There is no guy.
What?
Nobody asked me.
But that's... You're Pyrrha Nikos. How could nobody ask you?
I've been blessed with incredible talents and opportunities. I'm constantly surrounded by love and praise. But when you're placed on a pedestal like that for so long, you become separated from the people that put you there in the first place. Everyone assumes I'm too good for them, that I'm on a level they simply can't attain. It's become impossible to form any sort of meaningful relationship with people. That's what I like about you. When we met, you didn't even know my name. You treated me just like anyone else. And thanks to you, I've made friendships that will last a lifetime. I guess you're the kind of guy I wish I was here with. Someone who just saw me for me.
I'm impressed she opened up.
Wait.
Hey, Jean, right?
Yeah.
This party's pretty lame, huh? I mean, ballroom dancing.
Yeah.
Cute girls, though, huh?
Is that all you think about?
Huh?
Do you even care about the girls you're hitting on? How they feel about you?
Whoa. Where's this coming from?
How could you just turn her down like that?
Wait, who?
Weiss!
It just didn't work out, you know?
What? You think you're too cool? Too many other options? Weishni asked you to the dance. What in the world could possibly keep you from
I can't dance.
Beg your pardon.
I can't dance, man.
But you're so cool.
Thank you. I try really, really hard.
You would rather break a girl's heart and go to a dance alone than just admit to everyone that you can't move in rhythm to music?
That about sums it up, yeah.
Well, I certainly feel a lot better about myself.
Please don't tell anybody.
Yeah.
Look, if you want Weiss, she's all yours. I don't want to get in your way.
Do you like her?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know her too well yet, but she seems pretty cool.
Then just go talk to her. No pickup lines, no suave moves. Just be yourself. I've heard that's the way to go.
Yeah, but that
Hey, you don't have to look cool all the time. In all honesty, if you could be a little less cool, I'd really appreciate it.
Yeah. Okay.
Go talk to her. I guarantee it'll make her night.
Thanks. You're a really cool guy, John.
All right, don't lie to my face. All right. Only one thing left to do.
You know, I think we really needed this.
Penny.
Yeah, and you did a great job planning it too.
Aw, thanks. It wasn't all me, though. Boys did a lot, too. Tomorrow it's back to work.
Well, I'm sure we can handle whatever gets thrown at us. Except for that.
Jean?
Promise is a promise.
All right.
Sean, you didn't have to.
Hey, an arc never goes back on his word. Now, do you want to stand there and laugh at me, or do you want to dance?
I would love to dance. Oh!
Red, this is happening!
Wait, what is happening?
Ah.
I had no idea you were a dancer.
Yeah, well, these things tend to happen when you grow up with 7 sisters.
So, what made you change your mind?
Huh?
You said you were embarrassed at first. What made you come talk to me?
You're looking at him. You've got some good friends looking out for you.
It appears all the dancers have partners.
How long do I have?
We should probably be home by midnight to be safe.
I'll keep my eye on the clock.
Excuse me. No one's allowed in this area. Stop!
Wi-Fi password?
It's beacon, but replace the E with a 3 and add a pound symbol to the end.
That's handy.
A party guest is leaving.
Which one? Ironwood.
I guess the generals had enough fun for one night. Should we intervene?
No. We're done here.
Hello? Is anyone there?
She's definitely not in prime fighting condition for this kind of fight. Not with high heels.
Excuse me? You know, it's not a masquerade party, so why don't you take off that...
Oh, may I cut in?
Of course.
And how's your night been?
A little more exciting than expected.
Should we be worried?
Hardly. They'll be scratching their heads long after we've finished what we came here for.
So then what now?
Enjoy the rest of the night. After all, it is a party.
Alright, so that was the end of episode 7. Got to see some serious character development for Jean. I'm really starting to like his character. I like how that ended up. I think that ended very well, at least for him. And I guess everybody else too. Not bad. Not bad at all. Let's go ahead and get into episode 8. Actually, I believe I'm going to grab some food and then we're going to do episode 8. So, yeah. Of course, you won't get to see that part because I'm going to cut it out in the edit. Oh, yeah.
They were here. Ozpin, they were here!
We are very much aware of that. Thank you, James.
Fantastic. You're aware. Now, are we going to do something about it, or should we just stay the course and continue to ignore what's right in front of us?
Come in.
Sorry it took so long. Someone accidentally hit all the buttons on the elevator on the way up here.
It wasn't me.
Thank you for coming, Ruby. How are you feeling?
Okay, I guess. I'd feel better if my bad guy catching record wasn't 0 for 3. Okay, so that's the tone we're going for. Got it.
Ruby, I feel it's appropriate to let you know that I think what you did last night is exactly what being a huntress is all about. You recognized a threat, you took action, and you did the very best you could.
Thank you, sir.
Now, the General here has already informed us of the events that transpired last night. But now that you've rested, we were wondering if you had anything to add.
Was anyone else with her? Did she look familiar to you at all?
I don't know. She was wearing a mask, and she never said anything to me. But I know she fought with glass. I don't think that was her semblance, though. Her clothing lit up whenever she attacked.
Save for the glass, that sounds like the woman I fought the night we met Ruby.
Embedding dust into clothing is an age-old technique. It could have been anyone.
Wait. You think this girl's connected to Torchwick and the White Fang?
It's possible. But we still lack the required evidence to link the two together.
Actually, I think I remember her saying something about a hideout or something in the southeast, just outside the kingdom.
Interesting.
I thought you said the intruder never...
Thank you for your cooperation, Ruby. Why don't you go and spend some time with your team? You have a big day ahead of you.
Anytime.
And Ms. Rose, please try and be discreet about this matter.
Yes, sir.
What happened?
Well, there we have it. We send as many troops as we can to the southeast. Find out exactly what's going on and eradicate any forces that stand in our way.
Why must your answer to everything involve a triumphant display of military bravado? You treat every situation like it's a contest of measuring...
Linda.
Well, he does.
She's right. As much as I, too, would love to end this situation once and for all, we must remember that this may go beyond Vale, beyond Beacon. And if this truly is part of some master plan for which we know not the final move, we mustn't be so bold, nor can we risk the spread of panic.
I have served you faithfully for years. But if you mean to tell me that your plan is to merely hold the defenses and wait...
It is not! You're a general, James. So tell me, when you prepare to go to war, which do you send in first? The flag bearer or the scouts?
That was a risky move.
No. I think you handled it well.
I hope so.
I'm sure everything will be all right, Ruby. Oh! I know what will cheer you up.
What's that?
I don't know yet. Dad sent it to us. I thought we could open it together.
Is that a corgi?
He said a dog?
In the mail?
Oh, he does stuff like this all the time.
Your father or your dog?
Are you telling me that this mangy, drooling mutt is going to live with us forever? Oh, yes, he is. Yes, he is. Oh, isn't he adorable?
Please keep it away from my belongings.
The faunus not like dogs. Stereotypical and
We can't
fantastic.
exactly leave him here while we're gone for a week.
Look, there's a letter. Dear girls, I've got to leave the island for a few days, so I'm sending Zwei to you to take care of. Enclosed is all the food you should need. Love you both, Tai Yang.
What is he supposed to do with that?
Well, that settles it. Come on, girls. Zwei will be here when we get back.
Oh, I'll miss you so much. We're going to be best friends. I can't wait to see you again. You're such
Quiet. Quiet, please.
It's the dog in the backpack. I get that
Professor
feeling.
Ozpin would like to share a few words before we begin.
Today we stand together, united. Mistral, Atlas, vacuo, Vale. The four kingdoms of Remden. On this day, nearly 80 years ago, the largest war in recorded history came to an end. It was a war of ignorance, of greed, and of oppression. A war that was about much more than where borders fell or who traded with whom, but about the very idea of individualism itself. We fought for countless reasons, one of which being the destruction of all forms of art and self-expression. And as you are well aware, that was something many could not stand for. As a result, those who opposed this tyranny began naming their children after one of the core aspects of art itself, color. It was their way to demonstrate that not only would they refuse to tolerate this oppression, but neither would the generations to come. And it was a trend that is held to this very day. We encourage individuality, expressionism, and unity through diversity. As I have said, today we stand together, united. But this bond cannot exist without effort. Which is why today, while the rest of the world celebrates peace, huntsmen and huntresses will work to uphold it. As first-year students, you will be tasked with shadowing a professional huntsman or huntress on a mission. Some of you may be taken out of the kingdom for several days. Others may work within the walls for the rest of the week. But no matter which path you choose, remember to be safe, remember your training, and remember to do your very best.
This is perfect! All we have to do is shadow a huntsman working in the southeast.
Yeah, we'll follow them around by day and give them the slip at night.
Let's check search and destroy.
Here we go! Quadrant 5 needs Grim cleared out.
Well, it's in the southeast.
Sounds perfect.
Wonderful.
Any other ideas?
We mail ourselves there.
Well, that's one option. Unfortunately, we determined that the concentration of Grim was too extreme for first-year students. It seems that particular region is rather popular. In fact, I have the sneaking suspicion that the four of you will make your way there no matter which job you choose.
Whatever makes you say that.
I'm still curious as to how you all found yourselves at the docks last semester. I'm interested to know how you really learned about a hideout in the southeast. And I certainly wonder why witnesses reported seeing robots and rose petals in a dance club some time ago.
Well...
I doubt I'll ever find the exact answers I'm looking for. So, how about this? Instead of waiting for you all to break the rules, why don't we just bend them?
We won't let you down. Thank you, Professor.
Do not thank me for this. Teamwork and persistence have carried you far, but you must understand, the things that await you beyond the protection of the kingdom will not care. Stay close to your huntsman at all times, and do exactly as he says. He will be leading you on this mission, and he can have you sent back to Beacon if he finds your skills to be unsatisfactory.
He's a pretty solid headmaster. Overall, I gotta say.
luck.
That wasn't exactly uplifting, but it's the truth.
It's gonna be tough, but I know we can do it.
Hey, Team Coffee is back.
Velvet, are you okay?
I'm fine. I had Yatsuhashi to look out for me.
Your mission was supposed to end a week ago. What happened?
Nothing happened. There were just so many. Oh, but don't worry. You first years are just shadowing huntsmen, so you should be fine.
Right.
I should go. Be safe, okay?
We can do this. We've never backed down before, and we're not going to start now.
Right.
Besides, it won't only be us out there. We'll be fighting alongside a genuine huntsman.
Yeah!
Who's ready to fight for their lives?
So that was the end of episode 8. I'm interested to see what he's capable of. Yeah, dressed up like that, like he's got he's got that nerdy safari look going on. I get the feeling he's gonna be interested in like anything plants, animals, and like Grimm alike. Like he's gonna be one of those like really nerdy types. Maybe even gets really excited over it. I'm not sure. I'm just guessing based on his looks. But maybe he'll end up being like really like awesome, like, and that's just like a cover for his just nerdness. We'll see. Let's go ahead and get into episode 9 and let's find out.
Professor Oobleck?
Yes, I'm afraid those bags won't be necessary, girls. Seeing as you've opted to shadow a huntsman on what is now essentially a reconnaissance mission, I can assure you we will not be establishing a single base.
Oh, that professor. Wasn't that the one that was like really quick? Yeah. Am I thinking of the same dude? I think I am. I think that was the dude. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Anyways, let's watch.
Of operations, rather we will be traversing several miles of hazardous wasteland and making camp in any defendable location we may stumble upon. I packed all of our essentials myself, prodded the air course, and readied the airstrip. And it's Dr. Oobleck. I didn't earn the PhD for fun. Thank you very much. Come now, children. According to my schedule, we are already 3 minutes behind schedule.
Yep, that'd be him.
Then. Looks like we're going to save the world with Dr. Oobleck. Okay, yeah, when you say it out loud, it sounds worse.
Save the world? You're going on world-saving missions without us? I'm hurt, sad.
Maybe a little hungry? That last one's not your fault, though. Ren.
Sounds exciting. Where are you going?
Oh, just outside the kingdom.
Hey, so are we. Ren and Nora wanted to shadow the sheriff of a nearby village.
We set out tomorrow.
Then you can party with us tonight. We're shadowing a crime specialist. All inner-city detective stuff. We get junior badges.
We normally go to the city with you guys, which means stuff's always exploding in junk. So we thought this might be a better way to check out the kingdom when it's, normal.
Well...
4 minutes, ladies!
Well, wish us luck.
Much of a fighter.
I admit I fancy myself more of an intellectual, but I can assure you, as a huntsman, I've had my fair share of tussles.
Like the mushroom?
Those are truffles.
Like the sprout?
Those are Brussels.
Besides, given my expertise in the field of history, as well as my dabblings in the archaeological surveys, our dear headmaster saw it fit to assign me to this particular assignment.
What does history have to do with this?
Why, what a preposterous question, you silly girl. Why, history is the backbone of our very society. And the liver. Probably the kidneys, if I were to wager.
And that means?
The southeast quadrant outside of Vale is home to wild forests and deep caves. But it is also the location to one of the kingdom's greatest failures.
Mountain Glen.
That's right. It was an expansion of Vale. But in the end, it was overrun by Grimm and fenced off from the rest of the city.
Correct. And now it stands abandoned. It's a dark reminder.
And a likely place for a hideout.
Precisely.
Rocking that thermos.
Ladies, you still may be students, but as of this moment, your first mission as Huntress has begun. From this point forward, you need to do exactly as I say. Do you understand? Ruby! I thought I told you to leave all your bags back at school.
But, you hadn't told us to listen to you yet. So I didn't.
She's not wrong. Very well, Ruby, leave your bag here. We can pick it up upon our return.
But
Young lady, what in the world could you possibly have in that bag that could be so important to bring it with?
Yep.
We're here to investigate an abandoned urban jungle teeming with death and hostility. And you brought a dog. Genius! Canines are historically known for the perceptive nose and heightened sense of sound, making them excellent companions for hunts such as ours.
I'm a genius.
So, what are your orders, Doctor?
Ah, yes, straight to the chase. I like it. As you've been informed, the southeast area has been marked as a recent hotspot for grim activity. Now, there are several possible explanations for this behavior, one of which being grim.
What?
Grim. A creature of grim, approximately 100 yards from us at this very moment.
What?
Stop!
Huh?
There are a number of reasons why grim would congregate in this particular area. The most likely of which would be their attraction to negativity. Sadness, envy, loneliness, hatred. All qualities that are likely held by our hidden group harboring ill intent.
So, what now?
We wait. We track. If this specimen leads us to its pack, that pack may subsequently lead us to our prey.
How long do we wait?
It's uncertain. Hours, days, weeks. Why, lone grin have been known to stay isolated from the pack for months, and there's the whole pack.
What?
And now they've seen us.
What?
And now they've seen us!
I take it tracking is out of the question?
An accurate assumption? Yes.
What's the plan then?
Show me what you're capable of.
Cover your ears wide! Piece of cake.
Do not celebrate yet, for I am certain this is the first bout of many. Shall we continue? Excellent work, girls! Fortunately, there doesn't seem to be any signs of criminal operations in this sector. Oh well, moving on.
Hey, Doc, you know, I was actually looking forward to seeing a pro huntsman in action. Like, fighting, or at least helping us fight.
Ah, but I am in action, scouring the ruins of this one great city for any signs of irregularity. Not every mission is filled with daring and heroism, girls. Sometimes it's just a heightened form of extermination. Remember, this is a job, and you all signed up for it. I do hope you understand that.
Well, yeah. Of course.
Tell me, Yang, why did you choose this line of work?
Huh? Well, to fight monsters and save...
No, that is what you do. I want to know why you do it. The honest reason as to why you want to be a huntress.
The honest reason? I'm a thrill seeker. I want to travel around the world and get wrapped up in as many crazy adventures as I can. And if I help people along the way, then that's even better. It's a win-win, you know?
I see. And you, Miss Sneak, a girl born into fame and fortune such as yourself certainly doesn't need the extra work. So, why choose this over a cushy job in Atlas?
It's exactly as you said. I'm a Shneed. I have a legacy of honor to uphold. Once I realized I was capable of fighting, there was no longer a question of what I would do with my life. It was my duty.
Interesting. And what about you, Blake? You seem to carry yourself with a sense of purpose.
There's too much wrong in this world to just stand by and do nothing. Inequality, corruption, someone has to stop it.
Very well. How?
Sorry, are we ready to keep going?
I believe that will have to do for today. It's going to be dark soon. You three, set up camp in that building. Oh, and please do make sure that there are no more of those creatures. Your leader and I are going to secure the perimeter. Come, Ruby.
I get the feeling like he is one heck of a fighter if given the opportunity.
What is that? It looks awesome!
That, my dear girl, is a grin.
But I like his passive-aggressive nature, the seek of knowledge.
Let's kill it.
I'm afraid your sniper rifle will do nothing more than agitate a grim of that size.
But what if it attacks us?
Fret not, Ruby. Those Goliaths are not concerned with us. Ruby, not every grim is mindless. Or rather, not every grim is still mindless. You see, the grim you see before you are so powerful, so superior to the grim you fought, that they've undoubtedly lived hundreds of years. And in that time between killing humans and attacking our borders, they've done one important thing. They've learned. They've learned that when they attack our borders, they're likely to die. And what we lack in strength, we make up for in will. And that killing one human will only bring more.
Then, why are they still so close to the city? What are they doing?
Waiting.
Dr. Ublek?
Hmm?
I was wondering.
Wondering why I've been interrogating your teammates all day?
Actually, I was wondering, why did you want to become a huntsman?
Look around and tell me what you see.
Lots of old buildings, empty streets.
I see lives that could have been saved. As a huntsman, it is my job to protect the people. And although I am capable of doing it with traditional weaponry, I believe I can make a much larger impact if I do it with my mind. As a teacher, I'm able to take knowledge, the most powerful weapon of them all, and place it into the hands of every student that passes through my classroom. I look at this wasteland and I see lives that could have been saved. But I also see an opportunity to study these ruins and learn from this tragedy, and therefore become stronger. I am a huntsman, Ruby, because there is nothing else in this world I would rather be.
That was nice.
I can't believe we didn't find anything.
We've always been fortunate enough to be in the right place at the right time. I guess we can't always have luck on our side.
That's not what I meant.
Teachers, like the headmaster and him, they're like my two favorite educators involving them teaching the teams. Even though we didn't get to see much of him previously, like he was in, I recall that one episode, but he's a really interesting character now. I like his mindset on knowledge and saving lives.
Huh? Earlier, about upholding the legacy. There's more to it than that.
Yeah. No, me too. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know either. I know what I want to do, but I figured I'd always take things one step at a time.
Well, it doesn't matter. We know why we're here. Right?
Ah, wonderful! A textbook campfire!
Fire! So warm.
Very good. Eat your dinners and hurry to bed. We have a lot of ground to cover tomorrow, and we'll need you to take turns keeping watch over our temporary abode. Any volunteers for first watch?
Yo.
Hey, did Ublek ask you why you wanted to be a huntress? I mean, what did you tell him?
No, he didn't. Weird. Oh well. Good night, guys. Don't worry. Things will be better tomorrow.
Alright, so that was the end of episode 9. I really like the professor. I enjoyed watching him explain himself and the way he kind of got the whole team for RWBY to kind of sit and think, except for RWBY herself. I'm wondering why he didn't ask her that question. Is it because he already knew the answer, or did he not need to based on seeing how she acts around everyone else already? Don't know. He'll probably explain that. I assume with the way they worded it, especially with Yang specifically asking RWBY that same question, if the professor asked her that question or not. I assume we're going to see this in the future. There's going to be something involving it. So, let's go ahead and get into episode 10.
Trouble sleeping?
Arm was acting up.
Of course. So logically, you got out of bed, dressed yourself completely, and decided to gaze menacingly out into the distance. What's wrong?
I've trusted him for years. We both have. I can't help but feel like he's keeping us in the dark.
Don't be ridiculous. You know very well that we are not the ones in the dark.
That makes it worse. I refuse to believe that a man I've trusted for so long would act so passively.
You're a good person, James. You've always done what you think is best for the people, even against strong protest. It's admirable. But it's high time you stopped talking about trust and started showing it. Ozpin has experience that the rest of us lack, and I think that's something worth remembering.
Blake, are you awake?
Yeah.
Why do you think he asked us about being a huntress? Like, what was he trying to say?
Maybe he was just curious.
You think?
Oh, that echo's throwing me off.
No.
I was like, is that me? Is there something wrong with my headphones?
Weiss, are you awake?
Of course I'm awake. You two are talking. And I think when I said I wanted to honor my family's name, I meant it. But it's not what you think. I'm not stupid. I'm fully aware of what my father has done with the Schnee Dust Company. Since he took control, our business has operated in a moral gray area.
That's okay. So she does know.
I feel the need to make things right. If I had taken a job in Atlas, it wouldn't have changed anything.
I had questions about that in
My
Volume
father
1.
was not the start of our name, and I refuse to let him be the end of it.
Alright.
All my life, I fought
There's a
for
question
what I thought was
answered.
right. I had a partner named Adam. More of a mentor, actually. He always assured me that what we were doing would make the world a better place. But of course, his idea of a perfect future turned out to be not perfect for everyone. I joined the academy because I knew huntsmen and huntresses were regarded as the most noble warriors in the world, always fighting for good. But I never really thought past that. When I leave the academy, how can I undo so many years of hate?
I'm sure you'll figure it out. You're not one to back down from a challenge, Blake.
But I am! I do it all the time. When you learned I was a faunus, I didn't know what to do, so I ran. When I realized my oldest partner had become a monster, I ran. Even my semblance. I was born with the ability to leave behind a shadow of myself. An empty copy that takes the hit while I run away.
At least you two have something that drives you. I've just kind of always gone with the flow, you know? And that's fine. I mean, that's who I am. But how long can I really do that for? I want to be a huntress, not really because I want to be a hero. but because I want the adventure. I want a life where I won't know what tomorrow will bring, and that'll be a good thing. Being a huntress just happens to line up with that. I'm not like Ruby. She's always wanted to be a huntress. It's like she said, ever since she was a kid, she dreamt about being the heroes in the books, helping people and saving the day, and never asking for anything else in return. Even when she couldn't fight, she knew that's what she wanted to do.
It's probably why the professor didn't need to ask her the question.
To get where she is today.
Well, she's still just a kid.
She's only 2 years younger. We're all kids.
Well, not anymore. I mean, look where we are. In the middle of a war zone and armed to the teeth.
It's the life we chose.
It's a job. We all had this romanticized vision of being a huntress in our heads. But at the end of the day, it's a job to protect the people. And whatever we want will have to come second.
Zwei, it's late. Go back to bed. Zwei! Oh. Zwei, where are you? Zwei! Huh? Zwei, this is a wasteland. You literally could have done that anywhere.
What was that? What was what? I thought I heard a Beowulf or something.
Beowulf.
Let's just finish our patrol and get back to base.
Did they go in yet? One bark means yes. Oh, this is it! This is it! Oh, man. Come on. We gotta get the others. Huh?
Where does she come from?
You're a long way from home, little girl.
Hey, hands off!
The boss is gonna want to see this one.
Does she not have any fighting capabilities without her weapon? Like her speed is above normal, her jumping power
Ruby?
and sidestepping is way above
Hey,
normal.
Where's Ruby?
You figured she'd be strong enough to take them out even by hand. with
Why?
Just a flick of the wrist.
What's going on?
Grab your weapons. Your leader may be in trouble.
Does the weapon correlate to help giving her strength too?
Trying to blow us to the moon?
Sorry, sir.
Hey, boss! Found something you might want to see. Is it good or bad, Perry? Because, let me tell you, I have had a day. It's a little girl? That would be bad.
Ruby's scythe!
Oh no.
Do you think she fell?
Fell!
Down there.
Oh my. Of course. Of course, of course, of course!
What is it?
How could I be so stupid?
Dr. Oobleck, what's wrong?
Mountain Glen! Yes, an expansion of Vale that was inevitably destroyed by creatures of Grimm, previously home to thousands of people. Working people commuting to the city, the main city, developed a subway system to the inner city. Grimm's attacks increase. Population in danger, now desperately searching for shelter. City evacuates into metro tunnels, and what do they find? The southeast quadrant of Vale is known for wild forests and deep caves.
Doc, what are you saying?
My dear, we're not just looking for an underground crime network. We're looking for an underground crime network!
They've been working in caves?
No, Mountain Glen was Vale's first serious attempt at expansion. It worked for a short period of time, thanks to aggressive perimeter defense and unique transportation. The city developed an elaborate subway system to carry citizens safely from the new territory into the main kingdom. Sadly, without the many natural barriers Vale had to protect its borders, Mountain Glen was doomed from the start. As the end drew near, the citizens of the territory made one last attempt at survival. They took up shelter beneath the city, in massive caves that they had cleared out for the subway, and they had cut themselves off from the surface.
An underground village?
In a matter of speaking, yes. A safe haven. Until an explosion opened the mouth of another cavern, filled with subterranean Grimm. After that, the kingdom officially sealed off the tunnels, creating the world's largest tomb. If Ruby is down there, we must find her.
Alright, so that was the end of episode 10. Yeah, back to what I was asking earlier on with when Ruby couldn't grab her weapon in time when she fell through the hole. Does her weapon give her increased strength involving like physical strength, physical stamina, like physical endurance, all that jazz? Like that's something I don't know. The fact, like, she should have been able to take out those two guards relatively easy, even without her weapon. Like, we've seen her jumping capabilities. Just that alone, had she, like, done, like, a charge at them, anything like that, that should have, like, sent them flying. I'm wondering if her weapon has anything to do with her powers. It was kind of surprising because when she went to punch him, it was nothing. It was like a kid hitting an adult. So that was a surprise. Yeah, just a question. All right, let's go ahead and get into episode 11.
Wow, you are much more manageable without that oversized gardening tool of yours. Oh, man. You know, Perry, I really did mean
Yeah, she's got no fighting capabilities without her weapon.
But
that's weird.
Seriously.
Considering what
How'd
we've seen
you
her
find
do,
this place,
that's strange. Yeah, I've got to pause this for a second. The first episode, when we see her doing the food fight, like, we see how strong she is. Like, when she basically got everyone against the wall from the impact force of her running by everyone, at almost like a supersonic speed, and then the boom hitting them and knocking them all back, and the food and everything. She had that capability without using her weapon too. She didn't. Well, or did she have the weapon? She had the weapon maybe attached to her belt. That's really weird. Or maybe she's just not using her abilities or her full potential. I don't know. There's a big question there. I'm really confused now. There's a huge gap. She should have been able to at least got away. She could have at least jumped right back out of the cavern. Like, she has potential to do that. She shouldn't need her sword or her scythe to do that. My bad. And yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and keep watching.
Huh? Whoa! I see you got some tricks up your sleeve. Let me make this clear. We're not through here yet. Oh, what the... Perry, if you and the boys can...
She got past them and she started running, but okay, so she does have it. She doesn't need her weapon to run. So, but I know she's faster than that. First off, this girl can go when she wants to. She's quick. She could have went a lot faster than that. There's so bro. Is she staying on? Like, she tried to get away there, so she's not trying to stay. There's so many different ways she could have gotten away. That's a huge story, like, plot. The plot is totally messed up with this. I'm just gonna let it go and keep watching. Okay. This just became a major con for me. Just this one part right here. It's not that big of a deal. I mean, she's gonna be fine. She's a main character, but it's not the point. She had the potential to get away much sooner, and she had just tried to get away on, like, I guess on purpose.
Okay. Take care of that. Kind of in the middle of something. What is going on here? Somebody kill her!
Okay.
Attach this car and spread the word. We're starting the train.
But we're not finished.
Do it, or you're finished.
RWBY! Are you okay? I'm fine, but listen. Torchwick's got all sorts of weapons and robots down there. What? Androids next, they're all loaded up on the train cars.
Ah, that's ridiculous. These tunnels are sealed. The tracks lead to a dead end.
Get to your places. We are leaving now.
Well, it sounds like they're going somewhere.
We need backup. Let me call Sean. I can't get through. So what do we do?
I believe we only have one option.
We're stopping that train.
Huh? I think they're on the hook. Boss, they made it on the train. Then grab some cargo and get them off the train. Man, animals, every one of them. Not you, though. You're great.
All right, children, we must get to the front and stop this train.
Professor?
Doctor.
What's that?
That, my dear, appears to be a bomb.
We've got baddies!
Well, I didn't expect them to go easy on us. Time to go. Blake, detach the caboose. It'll kill us all.
On it. Huh? It decoupled itself.
What?
I guess he really doesn't want us on this train.
That's not good.
Neither is this.
Another bomb?
No, no, no. They all have bombs.
This doesn't make sense.
Get the human!
engine explode, creating openings for the grim!
That's insane!
We have to hurry! You three, go below and try and stop those bombs!
What about us?
We're going to stop this train!
Yeah, I know. I said that earlier.
Up ahead! We've got a problem!
Okay. The flaming corgi attack.
I guess this is what we trained for.
Here, this should help you.
This is kind of similar to Blake's trailer. Her name was Neo,
You two
right?
go on ahead. This one's
I think.
mine.
You go on ahead. Got it.
Finally, I get to kill a Schnee.
Hello, kitty cat. You miss me? You know, we really ought to stop meeting like this. People are gonna talk. Why are we fighting? I saw you at the rally. We're on the same side, and you know it. still feisty. So, what are we gonna do now? Do you really think a little bow on top is gonna make people forget what you were? What you've done? So what's it gonna be, Blake?
You want to know who she reminds me of? She looks similar to RWBY. She looks very similar to RWBY. Okay. I'm not sure if this is going where I think it's going. It might not be. If it's not, that's okay. We shall see.
It's time I teach them a lesson.
Go.
What do we do?
Did that put them directly inside the city? And all those Grimm are on their way. Alright, so that was the end of episode 11. Yeah, that was an interesting ending. Them being inside the city and then all the Grimm getting released. I was calling the professor, and he actually prefers doctor. Now I know. Even though I think he mentioned it earlier on too. But he did specify this episode. Yeah, the whole thing with RWBY at the beginning getting away, I can just let it go because that whole sequence was really quick anyways. So I'll just let it go. But she totally could have gotten away. I don't understand that one at all. She should have been able to jump right back out of that crevice and go straight back out. I think she would have had the, just from what I've seen of her so far, she should have had the capacity to be able to jump along the wall and go up and then not get caught. But, you know, they would have caught up with the White Fang anyways because she saw where they went downstairs. So I just didn't see the whole point of going that route with the story. But that's cool. It's alright. No big deal. Alright, let's go ahead and get into episode 12.
Waffles. What? Hello? Ruby?
I'm sure they're fine.
You think?
Probably a butt dial.
Team RWBY has always performed
Probably a butt
exceptionally in
dial.
the field. We should be focusing on our own mission.
We're gonna be deputies!
I just got this feeling. I don't know.
Jean.
We're changing our mission. Everyone on board. Ren, we'll make it out to that village another time. Take us into the city.
You don't think?
Sure looks like it.
That's still days away.
So, what do we do?
Okay, who's first? Oh, okay. You're first, huh? Okay, no, that's fine. Totally fine. Done this before. Nobody move! Junior detectives!
We have badges, so you know it's official.
I just realized that these are kind of like the android version of stormtroopers, and the only real difference is that these guys actually know how to shoot things and aim. The one true fault of a stormtrooper: they can't hit this Side of a barn. I like the red guy.
Nice hustle, Fox. Good job. You just destroyed my favorite clothing store.
Her team's
Prepare
so
to
cool and
die.
relaxed.
Hey, come on. You spent all semester building that up. Don't waste it here.
She's awesome. Yep. That's the ability you are right there. To repair anything? Come on.
Oh, I can't believe that you caught me. You've really taught me the error of my ways.
Hey, watch the hat.
Well, we did it.
We did it. If we don't get extra credit for that, I'm going to be seriously disappointed.
Weiss, a two-headed snake literally crushed a bakery. I wouldn't count on it.
Plus, I mean, we didn't solve everything. A lot of people were hurt, and we still don't even know why they did this or who that mystery girl was.
Well, not every story has a neat and tidy ending.
We might not have all of the answers, but we do have a lot of dangerous people behind bars. And I think that's something we can be proud of.
Yeah. And if anyone tries something like this again, we'll be there to stop them.
Yay, teamwork, camaraderie, good guys, go team. All right, good job. So, what now?
I'd suggest training for the tournament, but I think we have that covered at this point.
So then...
Time for bed?
Oh, please.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I'm going to sleep forever.
Osfin? Osfin!
Yes, Councilman.
You've left us with no choice. The Vital Festival tournament cannot be broadcast, let alone held, if we are unable to ensure the safety of the citizens. Therefore, we have reached out to the Atlas Council, and together have decided that the best option is to appoint General Ironwood as head of security for the event.
Thank you, Councilman. Our kingdom is happy to lend as many troops as it takes to ensure that this event runs as smoothly and safely as possible.
And we thank you, General.
Will that be all?
For now. But after this festival comes to a close, we are going to have a serious discussion regarding your position at Beacon Academy. General Ironwood's reports of these last few weeks have left us somewhat concerned. I'm sure you understand.
This is the right move, Ozpin. I promise. I will keep our people safe. You have to trust me. You brought this on yourself. Leave us. I've been informed that so far you've refused to cooperate with the authorities.
I know this might be hard to believe, General, but I'm not the biggest fan of local law enforcement.
How about the world's strongest military power?
First impressions? Not great.
I'm going to give you one chance. Who's really behind all of this?
Isn't it obvious? You're looking at him.
Very well, then.
What's the matter, General? I thought you wanted to talk.
The Council has given me custody over you for as long as I see fit. So you can make yourself comfortable. I can assure you we'll have plenty of time to talk.
Oh, wonderful.
All in all, I'd call today a success.
Those stupid kids really made a mess of things.
Yeah, a lot of faunus didn't make it out of those tunnels. You still think the White Fang's gonna listen to us?
No. But they'll listen to me.
Alright, so there was like an extra ending after the credits, so we're gonna go ahead and watch that. Okay, is this where I think it's going? Come on. The woman under the mask, Mama Dearest.
Yang, we have a lot to talk about.
I assume that's her mom based on the eye color. I'll pause that. Yeah, it looks like it's her mom. Okay, that's interesting if that's the case. Alright, so that was the end of Volume 2, because there was only 12 episodes, so yeah. If you guys want to take a look at my discussion/review, I will have a link to that episode in the annotation above and the description box down below. Otherwise, please rate, comment, subscribe, and have a good day. Peace.